Hi Virgo, happy June. I almost said May. This is Mary Ellen. I'm coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your June 2017 Soul Tarot reading. I am using the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck developed by Caitlin Matthews. Oh, Virgo, there's an enormous amount of energy. Things are truly shifting. You know, as a person who does readings, I just want you to know how significantly things are going forward. And I'm just beginning to urge folks, if you have time, go and look at some of the other readings. There is something really amazing happening. And, you know, it was with some communication discussions, if you will, with Spirit that I decided to jump into YouTube. If you're new to the channel, I'm relatively new here. So I made a commitment, in part because I wanted to change my life, and in part because changes were happening despite the direction I thought I was going. And in a certain way, what Spirit's already channeling, Spirit says, that's why. That there are things that are happening. And so last month, you continued your journey and you came through your challenges were helping you release that which no longer serves you and moving your energy forward in a very deep way in order to take up, become ready. Spirit says you were in the process of becoming ready for the next step. And here in the center of your reading, I see the truth of that, the depth of that message is what Spirit's saying. So let's jump in. Spirit says, show you that. That's the overarching energy with which you will go through the month of June. You are being guided by this major arcana card, the shaper of growth. And we see here illustrations of growth linked with Spirit, the Sacred Mother, who actually assists souls as they travel into this realm to take up their work, bringing to them the abundance they will need in order to do what is meant on their human path. That's really beautiful. So this is the energy that we have guiding us this month. The spiritual set point, the thematic presence of Spirit in your human walk this month. There's a lot of power and a lot of energy because Spirit, what I'm getting and what I'm feeling here is, in some way it's about transformation. There is a great transformation coming because your journey into yourself as a portal to the spirit realm is deepening. And in that place, as you go through that portal, I'm hearing all of these messages. We might see the death card. Something's coming out. As you go through this portal, with this laying right over the top, I'm hearing a lot of different things. One of them that's capturing my mind is, this notion of birth, this notion of coming across, coming into is what Spirit says. Not just this realm, coming into your ability. Here's the message, I'm sorry. Coming into your ability to be in this realm in such a way that it moves you deeper into your human capacity to walk with source energy as you go forward into your life. And having come through all the trials and tribulations that Virgos have been through, all earth signs, a very certain kind of journey, because our cardinal sign, Capricorn, is, here's what Spirit is saying, tied up with the work of Pluto. And so that affects all of us, and Spirit is saying, if you want some more information, go and look at the readings for the other earth signs. in particular, if you're going to spend some time doing that. So if you're new to the channel, I'm clairvoyant, and I do speak from the source through the cards. And I ask for divine guidance while I shuffle and lay the cards. And you'll see me touching the cards to channel the messages. It's very quiet here at the moment, and it's interesting. I'm having that experience of, pardon me, the third eye opening. It's a type of energy that comes through, so Spirit is really shining through for this reading. Let's see what's here. So this is a spiritual energy again. There. Okay, so this is the aspect with which you carry this energy going forward into this month. You are coming in to a period of sacred initiation. This is the dedicator of lore, an initiate who is in the moment of making a commitment, jumping blindfolded into the source energy, into the universe, into the void, in order to receive gifts of knowledge and understanding, and making a commitment in this moment. Standing ready to receive, having made a commitment, becoming ready to take on the work that this indicates. That's what I'm getting. When, this is about to be bestowed upon this person. Ooh, there's so much coming through. Sorry, give me a moment. All right, so Spirit says two things about this card. This is the dedicator of lore. Spirit says it's about the dedication of your energy to the sacred lore, the sacred story of our human walk, our human wheel, our movement through existence with source energy, and how it does cause shift and change. And we are in 2017, there is something happening. There is a major shift coming. And we are actually now, I think, officially into the age of Aquarius. So, here's the other things that are coming through about this. There were many planets in retrograde. Most of them are going forward. However, in April, Pluto started to retrograde to bring us to a place where we have an opportunity to revisit some of the things that led to our destruction. That's interesting. In order to reform when Pluto goes forward, we are going. So what I'm getting is, Spirit says you're going deep into the void in yourself through your human experience over these next several months, leading you to become ready. That's why it's, there's an initiatory period happening. And I'm always led to say this, so I'm just going to reiterate. I know you know this because I've been saying it. There are a set of eclipses coming in August. That is going to be another seminal moment like the ones that happened in February. And Spirit wants me to remind you, if you haven't seen those videos, they're on a playlist on my channel. The things that are happening now are happening because this energetic portal opened. And Virgo, I think now at least half of the readings, this has shown up. And it brings a lot of emotion to me, especially when it's in the central core of your being this month. That's very intense. And I'm a Virgo, and there is an amazing shift going on for me. I am very definitely going extremely deep. Maybe in July and August I'll share some of that. Right now I'm just holding it. And I'm curious to know if you want to put some messages on the comment thread below the video. I'm wondering what's happening for other folks out there. This is really magical and very, very deep and beautiful. Mysterious, that's the word. Very mysterious. Okay. So, let's see. All right. So, enough said about that for now. This is the guardian. This magical goddess, do you see how activated she is? She is holding the spiral of life at her heart chakra. And once again, this is who she travels with. This, Spirit is saying, I'm doing my best to focus for you. This is about source energy walking with us this month, Virgo. And this woman walks us to the gateway. She is the guardian of truth. I believe there's going to be a lot of revelation in these moments, but she literally stands at the gateway as the guardian of truth. And clearly we are coming to a gateway through this some kind of initiation process, allowing us to have deeper access to this energy. All right, let's see. Virgo, sometimes when I do these readings, I think, gee, I wish I could talk to people. I'm thinking about, as I go forward, I woke up this morning and I started having some deeper thoughts about some messages that have been coming through to me. I'm starting to think about maybe doing these readings live stream. I'm not set up for that yet. It's going to take me a month or two to get ready. But do me a favor. I'm just taking a poll informally. If you'd be interested in that, let me know. There will be some costs associated with it, but I'm going to try to keep the cost very, very low so that almost virtually everybody can afford that. A couple of bucks, $5 or something per session. All right, so Spirit says just do this. Spirit wants you to touch all of these moments. All right, so that is the foundation of art. This is the feeling. This is what's coming through. This is the feeling that you are going to have walking through the month of June. And remember I said my third eye is opening? There it is. It's really pulling me across in this moment. To see the stone at the heart center. It's very interesting. Spirit wants me to do this. Do you see that? And this. Something is being deeply, profoundly coming in. Very profound. And that's how I'm feeling at the moment. This gentleman has on these blue-green garments. There's new growth happening. We are coming deeper into our nature, and we are doing it with our alignment with source energy. There is something opening for us clearly, when we see this woman, and we see the initiate and the shaper. So, the foundation of art. Here's what Spirit wants me to tell you. There was a sacred king in the ancient times. This is a real story. And he built a dream chamber. It was meant to be a sacred womb, a portal that people could enter in order to be cut off from this world, to do this, and to connect deeply across the divide in the universe. And so do you see how this scene hangs in the universe? And there are fronds coming in from source. That's what Spirit is telling me. This is what's happening for us this month as we walk our human journey. And I am certainly feeling it. very deeply. There is a change happening for me that is extremely significant. It is something I've been dreaming of and working on manifesting for many years. And it is here. Wow, Virgo, look, the Queen of Battle. Okay, so, Spirit's asking me to do this. Do you see this? Standing at this gateway, this woman is here, ushering us across, guarding us with protection. The truth of what is being revealed in these moments from Source as we go extremely deep. And this is the sacred female shaman. She is of the Raven and Crow people. She has magical vision, and she is able to perform astral travel and to travel back and forth. So Spirit's telling me there are several significant things about this card. Spirit wants you to look behind her to see the rise of the sun and the passion and the fire of this moment, reforming us through this fire of the passion that Spirit has to bring change on this realm. That's the message. It's literally coming through. And she is the one, these two women are guiding us and protecting us and helping us move across. Do you see the blue in her garment from the waist up? Spirit says, do this again. There is significant change happening in our life spiral, also in our center of will and heart. Something is happening, very deep and mysterious. She also has on this beautiful, beautiful garment. Fire, passion, change, will. She holds her power in her hand. And also, it's interesting, I'm getting a similar message about her. She is the guardian. She stands also as a guardian, as a remover of obstacles, because she is able to travel with you. Whoops, I'm sorry, wrong card. Traveling with you in this place. That's what the message is, okay? She's taking you across. She will meet you. That's what Spirit's saying. She will meet you in this place. Spirit's saying she'll be your stewardess. You know, sometimes the Spirit's just so serious, and other times a little joke comes through. All right? So, you know, part of the meaning of that is don't be afraid. It's okay. It's going to be okay. You are accompanied in a way that is as thorough as is possible. That's the phrase that's coming through. All right. So, okay, Spirit wants me to tell you a little bit. So, here's what's happening. I have decided to take my own spiritual journey, basically to do this in the month of June. I'm going to be going very, very deep because of what the transformation that's happening for me now that I have stepped onto this path. I'm very curious to know, you know, Spirit says that's just one example. And each of us will do this in our own way. It may not be a literal physical thing that you're doing, but Spirit wants you to be well aware of all that is coming to you from Source and the ways you are being guarded and guided. That's the message. Thank you, Spirit. Guarded and guided, accompanied in the very deepest way. You are able to tap in to this in a way that has not happened before, because you are taking the leap of faith that you are taking and dedicating your energy. Having moved through the things you moved through last month. And you know, Virgo, the folks who've been here as consistent viewers, you know the story. You know what you've been through and how powerfully you've been moving through your life toward this destination. That's what Spirit is saying. So let's see what's here. Look. Virgo. All right. This is the foundation of art. The art of being in this place. And what it brings to us as as human actors carrying spiritual energy. This is the foundation of knowledge. So when we go through this gateway and we come to this place and we experience these deep spiritual union, very deep, see how deep? Amazingly deep. All right, Spirit's telling me okay, so I'm going to say it. All right, astral travel, Spirit is talking to me. And so I have to say in this moment, I have this experience. So I know this is coming from me. I have no doubt about it. You may experience it as well. All right. So when you step into this part of what you are able to do through the foundation of this art, meaning meditation and focusing in this way, using your energy in this way, carrying this forward from here onto the earth. When you practice this foundation, this art of going deep, she will meet you and take you across. And here's where you are going. That is the foundation of spiritual knowledge. This is about coming into inherited wisdom, the wisdom of the ancients, and again, deep across the universe, deep into the spiritual realm. One of the things I love about this card is just see the sacred triad. We can only see two of those faces, but it looks like it's a triad of male energy. Standing with them is this beautiful young woman. This is a moment of highly fertile anticipation with the ability to come to this place in your human journey. Do you see? Again, the third eye. You are literally going across into this place led by the sacred shaman. It's interesting. Sometimes I get a lot of chatter from Spirit, but it's very quiet. This is the first of the major arcana cards in this deck. This is the decider of will. And from this place, it's very interesting. Again, the heart chakra. Do you see? So, we have on this table at this moment the blending of male and female spiritual energy, which is what Spirit wants me to talk about all the time. So, Spirit says do this. The Sacred Father and the Sacred Mother, both here to shape our growth and our will. Okay, so I think most people probably aware of this, but Spirit wants me to talk about it. So, male energy, it is, in an archetypical way, it is about moving things forward. It is about active change through the force of will. Archetypically male energy. And this is about growth and change through the power of creation. So, both of these things here with you, you will meet them. That's what Spirit is telling me. You will meet them. You will understand something because you are coming into this inherited wisdom. There is some part of your awareness. That's what the message is. Let me put this down. Some part of your awareness. That's why this is so deep. You are going to understand the blending of these energies and how they affect you as a spirit being walking here on the human plane. Spirit says just wants you to know so that you can be ready and not shocked and not surprised and not frightened. This may be something that happens to you in a moment. It is also a process. So please get some kind of a little book, a dream journal. Keep it by your bed. You know, this might literally indicate this is about a dream portal that really truly did exist. And this was the intention for this dream portal, to go across, to be able to go into this place, to come into the foundation of knowledge that is available to us from this inherited wisdom, from Source, from the Sacred Mother. And that is why she stands here leading this way forward. That is the creation story. And it is the will in the male energy that moved this forward. Okay, so here's what I'm literally getting. So Spirit says, you know, if you think about our beings, meaning humans, it is the Sacred Mother that brings life and ushers it in and creates literally the portal for life to come here. And it is what the Sacred Mother does is she takes the energy that is available and creates growth. And that's, oh, I see, Spirit. That's why this is the shaper of growth. Okay? So, again, think very deeply about the blending of male and female energy, the will, the seed, if you will. Sorry for that pun. Let me move the camera a little bit. Leading forward, there is a journey. It is going to be, you are going to experience it in this way. That's what Spirit is telling us. Let's see. Look. Wow. Virgo, this is amazing. Let me see if I can scroll in on this. Look at this line. All right. This is the spiritual intention for this month. Shaping your growth in this way with these sacred guardians. This is actually, in the traditional tarot, that is the High Priestess. So again, female energy, a very fertile moment of creation. And she stands with you at the gateway to this experience that you are coming into this month. And, you know, Spirit says you will feel it. You will feel it right here. So, you know, if you get, just, you know, what happens for me is I just start having a sensation there. And it deepens and broadens. And suddenly, some part of my awareness has shifted. This card is an augury. So, having the foundation of knowledge, inherited wisdom as the bridge card, and the will of the male sacred energy meeting you when you go across that bridge, this is where you are meant to be traveling to. All right. Remember I was just saying the eclipses? Do you see the eclipse of the moon? That is a very direct message for you. It is coming through in every single reading this month. Something again is happening, and I think it's because all the planets are going direct. You know, I'm not an astrologer. I do follow for my own edification, if you will, just because I like to understand from that place of knowing. So there's the all-seeing eye. Having come through at this portal, I would suggest that you pay attention to the cycles of the moon this month. Well, you know, every month, but particularly this month. So it was this portal that opened in the eclipse season in February. And this is a prophecy. An augury is clearly a new set point, clearly a new beginning. But it is prophecy about what is going to unfold going forward. So, you are here in this place. And, you know, out across the divide while you stand in your human existence. Touching the stone of knowledge, having it transform you, and becoming able to take the energy that comes in, that is coming into us through this pathway, taking it into your being and being able to shine it down upon the earth and disseminate it here, the purity of it. And, okay, Spirit's saying the activity. Do you see the energy? It's not just about light. It is about walking with this energy, allowing it to emanate from you as you walk through your day-to-day life. So, it's coming through this way. Here's what Spirit's telling me. Because it is going to be, it's intense, right? In its own way. Not intense in a frightening way, but this way. It's just deep. It's the experience of getting in touch with this part of us. And so look, there is a foundation here upon which you dedicate your energy to the lore of the spirit realm. In order to move into this place, to become able to stand here on the earth, literally being a repository for and a disseminator of this spiritual energy. That's what, see, it's female energy here, and there's a blending of male and female energy here. Fertility. The fertility of this moment in the center of your being this month is very profound. All right, let's see what's here. Look. All right, another major arcana card. That is the Rememberer. Okay, Spirit wants me to do this for you. Do you see this card? I'm going to tell you who this is in a minute. Having been transformed. Again, do you see all the cards in which this is coming through? Source energy. This person is encircled in it, sits at the seat of source energy, playing the sacred instrument. This is about vibration. So Spirit wants me to show you this message like a movie. Let's see if I can get the card out far enough. That's it. Okay? So, this person this is the dedicator of lore taking this step. This is the last card on the spiritual realm. That is the Rememberer of lore, who plays the sacred harp in order to bring this sacred information, to hold it and vibrationally disseminate it into the space around him. So again, I just want to note these beings in some way do the same thing. Female energy, male energy. Doing the same job, that's what Spirit is saying. So here's the other thing about this card that Spirit wants me to talk with you about. There are a lot of words that you could use to describe this experience. In part, what this is about is what's called raising your vibration. All right? So we see the vibration in this way, light coming into the world through you, literally, physically. And then that vibration playing the sacred harp. Okay, so let's talk about vibration. The vibration that is coming into you is something that it's not work that you have to do. People always want to know, well, how do I raise my vibration? And this message has been coming through a lot. It's not work that you have to do. It's something you have to be willing to allow. it already exists inside of you, ready, waiting to be activated. And that's what's happening. So it does take some time to learn to allow it, to just be comfortable, to allow it into our beings. Okay? All right, let's see what the outcome is, Virgo. Look at that. Virgo. All right. That is the keeper of harmony. Once again, source energy. It is about new growth. Very definitely a significant shift and change. That is the sacred chessboard. It indicates the strategy with which you do life. Coming into a place of being able to be the keeper of harmony. And the implication here, again, this is a major arcana card. So, you know what? Pardon me for a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Spirit wanted me to adjust the camera so that you could see the full spread. Okay, so Virgo, I believe because I'm being pulled across, part of the implication is there are not a lot of words that need to be said about this. I'm going to pull from the bag of runes and ask Spirit to speak. Spirit, what is the other piece of information that may help us understand? I know this is very clear, but please give a little more guidance through the runes for Virgo for the month of June. Going home, that's what Spirit is telling me. You're going home, Virgo. And you're going to have this experience of being very deeply home. To the place from which you have arrived. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That is the sacred rune of possession. I'm going to read right from the book for you. This is the rune of fulfillment. This is the rune of love being shared and rewards being received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the ancient principle, as above, so below, holds true, then we are also here to nourish God. And Spirit wants me to stop right there. Thank you, Virgo. I will be holding you in my heart as I take on my journey this coming month. And I will do my best to stay in touch. I will not likely be using electronic communication every day as I go through June. And Spirit wants me to ask you, when you come to quiet at night, if at all possible, turn off your alarm clock, take off your watch, turn off your phone, leave it in another room if you have a cell phone. Turn off all the LED lights in your bedroom if it's possible, and allow yourself to be deep in undisturbed energy, undisturbed by all the electronics that we have around us. I'll be looking forward to speaking with you in July and to having some deep conversation. Feel free to put some comments on the thread. I would love to hear from you. And if you want a personal reading, my email is in the description box below the video. Thank you, Virgo. I'm sending my love.